everyone, Angie here to talk about my personal experience with having the gastric sleeve procedure done. These are my personal thoughts. I'm not a medical professional in any way. I had the gastric sleeve done September 9th. I did start my weight loss journey on May 15th, 2016. From May 15th to September 9th, 2016, I lost 41 pounds on my own. Then on surgery date of September 9th to today is day 200 post-surgery. I can't believe it's been 200 days. So from September 9th surgery date to today, which is March 28th, 2017, 200 days in, I've lost an additional 56 pounds, bringing my total weight loss to 97 pounds. Those last 3 pounds for hitting the 100-pound loss are hanging on like grim death. Whatever. It is what it is. I've fluctuated over the last 2 weeks. The lowest I've gotten is down 99 pounds, but I've gained a little bit. I don't know what it is. It's like my body is just holding on, does not want to let me get to that 100-pound mark. But whatever, it is what it is. It's okay. I'm fine with it. I still, once I hit that 100-pound mark, have an additional 40 to go. So, you know, this is, you know, a marathon, not a sprint. Whatever. So, whatever. Down 97 pounds since surgery day, or since my weight loss journey on May 15th. So today I want to talk about things my inner morbidly obese fat girl was afraid of that I don't worry about anymore. Things people who are normal size don't always think about. And the first thing, and this is in no particular order, so the first thing on my list, I have a little list here because I have a terrible memory, is sweating too much. When I was heavier, before I started my weight loss journey, I used to sweat all the time. I'm a face sweater. I would just sweat. For my business, the job that I'm in, I do a lot of vendor type booth events. So I would have stuff to bring in and set up for these events. And by the end of my setup, girl was dripping. It looked like I had just run the freaking Boston Marathon. I was so sweaty. It was embarrassing. And that doesn't happen to me anymore, and I'm so thankful. So that was one thing, sweating too much. Or like when I would exercise on the rare occasion, people were always like, "Are you okay, girl?" Because I would be sweating like crazy. Just a little bit of exercise and I would be sweating and red face, and people were like, "You should stay down." Yeah, no kidding, I'm fat. So yeah, I'm glad that I'm not missing that. Ooh, an elevator. I was afraid of elevators. When the doors would open and I would be waiting for an elevator, my inner fat girl would be like, there's like 7 people in this elevator already. You weigh, and then you weigh, and then you weigh, and then you... Well, I should wait for the next one because there are limits to these elevators, which is kind of retarded because it's like a lot. But I was always wondering, like, am I gonna be the poundage that pushes this elevator over? So yeah, I could just hear that Channel 9 news. Yeah, the elevator was good until the fat girl got in. I don't want to do that news story. So that was something. Too many stairs. Man, when I went to Las Vegas before I lost my weight, I don't know if you've ever been to Las Vegas, but you walk the strip and every block or so there's like stairs and you can cross over the top to get to the casinos on the other side, which is fantastic. You don't have to worry about traffic, whatever. But the stairs, it's like go up a flight, and then up another flight to get to the people walkway in the sky, and they're steep, man. I would get to the top, again sweating my patootie off, And it was like, oh my gosh, I need like a hot 5 minutes here to recoup from these stairs. So I'm glad that this last 2 trips, that wasn't the case. I could do those stairs, and I was like, hey, let's go gamble. So too many stairs scared the inner fat girl in me before I lost some weight. Chairs. Oh my gosh. So I'm part of a mommy's group and a volunteer group, and so we're always doing different events, going different places, or even, neighborhood barbecues. I would always be concerned in the back of my mind what kind of seating arrangements there were, because have you ever gone somewhere and they're like the folding plastic chairs from Sam's Club or Costco, and you think, I need to sit down very gingerly, because if this plastic chair breaks, I'm gonna die. I will die of embarrassment. So chairs and the seating situation at different places was always on my mind when I would go somewhere. I remember one time my girlfriends and I went to this tea house to have high noon tea. And it was such a cute place. The walls were decorated like a meadow scene, I guess, in England. And the tables were these cute little, like 4-person garden tables. And the chairs were these rickety old, they were metal, but they were rickety and old little platform type seats. And I remember sitting there the whole time thinking, don't breathe, because this chair might break. It was stressful for me. It was not a relaxing tea, I could tell you. So chairs. What else? Rides at the theme park. Girls and guys, I live about an hour away from a major theme park, Disney. And let me tell you how embarrassing it is, not only when you go to a theme park and you have to sideways shimmy through the turnstile because you're too big. Man, that's embarrassing. Or like at the start of each ride, I would have to like sit in the like mock ride chair to make sure, like, if it was a roller coaster, that the like enclosure seatbelt thing fit over me. That's embarrassing. One time at Disney, oh my God, it was so embarrassing. I could cry right now. I went on one of the kiddie roller coasters in Mickey's Toontown, and it was like Donald's Barnstormer, I don't know, whatever. And so me and my kid, we get on the ride, and we're in the front car because he wanted, the adrenaline. We're in the front car, and the like 12-year-old skinny kid running the ride said, oh wait, stop. Apparently something on his little dashboard had lit up. And he said, ma'am, you and your son need to move to one of the back cars because you're too much weight for the front of the roller coaster. It was a shining moment for me in my life. It was so embarrassing. I wanted to like cry. I could cry right now about that. That actually happened to me and my kid. Ma'am, can you move to the back? Too much weight, the whole ride could topple over. Okay, he didn't say that, but that's what he was saying. That was embarrassing. So I'm glad that won't be happening to me anymore. Back to the sweating. People always asking me, because I was sweating and red all the time. People asking me, are you okay? You don't look good. Are you okay? That was embarrassing. Weak ankles. Man, nothing's worse than walking around somewhere and feeling like my ankles are going to give out any second. Any second, the weight of my body is going to crush my little ankles, and I'm going to fall right here in front of God and everyone. That's stuff I was embarrassed and afraid of, being the weight that I was when I started. What else was my fat girl scared and embarrassed about? I guess embarrassing my kids. That was big. Going to their school for a function or picking them up for a doctor's appointment. just the look. I mean, they never said anything, but I know having the fat mom, not that my mom's fat, Mom, if you're watching this, I'm not calling you fat, but I can imagine having the fat mom is not what you want. My kids are in middle school, man. Other kids are cruel. To be the fat mom, to have the fat mom, my kids, let's just put it this way, my kids never were like, hey mom, come on the field trip. That's hard. I don't want to embarrass my kids. I don't want my kids to be like, who's that? That's not my mom. You know, middle school's tough enough. They don't need a mom the size of Rhode Island coming to hang out. I'm so glad that that's not my reality anymore. I got a ways to go, but I'm not that mom anymore. And that makes me happy. So those are a few of the things that the inner fat girl was afraid and scared of, that the new me, while not at my goal, I don't worry about anymore. I don't worry about getting on the elevator or what the seating arrangement's going to be at a location. Or honestly, I don't worry about that I'm embarrassing my kids anymore. And that is such a good feeling. That feels so much better than any chocolate cake I ate or any McDonald's bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit ever tasted, ever. And it reminds me why I do this, why I'm doing this, why I'm committed to being a better, healthier me. So that's my thoughts on day 200 post-op from gastric sleeve procedure. 97 pounds down. I will get to 100 at some point. So I will stand up for the record. The dress that I'm wearing is a size large, and of course I have my compression garments, and I have a compression tank top on as well. And a side note about the boobs, my deflated party balloons have gone from a double D to a sad, deflated C. I feel like at some point there will be a lift in my future. So anyway, I'm going to stand up and you can see what I look like for the record on day 200 post-op. So again, this is a size large, I'm going to trip here, dress. I still have a belly, but I'm working on it. It's happening. So again, I have the extra skin on my arms, which I try to combat with the compression garments. So you can't really see it now, maybe a little. But I do still have a belly. I do have extra thigh skin, which I cannot say I love. But, you know, it is what it is. So, day 200, if you have any questions, just message me or post it below, and I will love to address it. And, yeah, have a great week. And,